Test 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 3. And we say good morning to you. Welcome aboard. We're live at Freddy's in North Johnson City on this Monday, August the 21st, 2017. And you know what this is. This is Eclipse Day. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But again, we're here at Freddy's, business as usual, again on this Monday in North Johnson City, right in front of Food City, one of our great sponsors, of course. We'll be at Food City on Friday in Bluntville on the Food City Friday. But today we're at Freddy's here in North Johnson City. Love eating here at Freddy's. I'm in here 3 or 4 times a week. Love the food, love the hamburgers, love the milkshakes. Whoo, they talking about the milkshakes. The toppings of the milkshakes. See, I've already started talking about the food. Chocolate syrup, butterscotch, peanut butter, marshmallow, coffee syrup, mint syrup, cookie dough. So I need to slow down. It's been a week since I've been here and I'm just crazy. Couldn't wait to get back in here this morning. Chocolate chips, cheesecake, strawberry, pineapple, cherry. So you come in and get a milkshake, either a chocolate or a vanilla custard milkshake, and then the toppings that you want they'll make into the to the milkshake. So really, really cool. And so cherry, banana, coconut, whipped cream, peanuts, cashews, almonds, M&Ms, Oreos, Snickers, Butterfinger, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, gummy worms, brownies, rainbow sprinkles. It's all right here again at Freddy's in North Johnson City. And so they also cater. We'll talk more about that coming up here in just a few minutes as we're here live again, day number 21 of this month. Again, our countdown to Christmas at 125 days from today. So if you're a connoisseur of Christmas, and you should be, every day should be a Christmas for you, and I hope it is anyway. So we're down to 125 days to Christmas. One big birthday to speak of. If you're a country music fan or a pop music fan, Kenny Rogers having a birthday today. Kenny Rogers at 79 years old, and then we lost one over the weekend. Funny guy. I went back last night, watched some of his videos, a little bit of his YouTubes. Jerry Lewis, of the Jerry Lewis Telethon fame. We lost him over the weekend at the age of 91, but a funny guy. And so we have a birthday of Kenny Rogers, and we lose. Also, we lost social activist Dick Gregory as well, passed away over the weekend. So we lose Jerry Lewis and Dick Gregory. And we celebrate the birthday of Kenny Rogers, who is 79 years old today. It is a Monday, August the 21st. This is show number 578. We are loaded for bear tomorrow. We're going to be in Mike's Meadows and Martin Kingsport. Wednesday will be it's going to be a late show, but we're going to do a show where we've got a commitment during the middle of the day on Wednesday. And so, we got a show on Wednesday, a little bit later than normal. Thursday, a Champion Chevrolet, and Friday, as we said, a Food City Friday, Food City in Bluntville. So all that coming up again on this week. So we're busy as always. Again, we're at Freddy's here today, and we are excited about being here. Here's our guest lineup. We're loaded for bear again. Michael Smith, the Sports Information Director from East Tennessee State University, going to be by. Mike Hedrick will join him by phone. Then Ask Our Fans reporter. Had a chance to hook up with Mike over the weekend, at Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll talk more about that in a moment. We had a phenomenal weekend, and Mike was part of that on the Breakfast at Bristol broadcast. So Mike joins us coming up here in a little while. Jeremy Livesey from Movement Mortgage. He has moved to a brand new company, and they're already out of the gate and they're just, excuse me, just burning things up. Jeremy Livesey joins us coming up here in a little while. Also, Kim Williams, kind of a neat, kind of a different twist on the sports show. Tonight, of course, it kicks off this Monday. Today kicks off the entire week of the Appalachian Fair here in the region. And tonight, one of the biggest events of the entire fair week is the Fairest of the Fair. And Kim Williams, who's the co-director and MC, is going to join us and talk about all the young ladies here locally. They're going to be vying for the Miss Appalachian Fairest of the Fair. It is a preliminary to the Miss Tennessee pageant. Bill Robinson joins us a little bit later on, the head basketball coach at Milligan College. And Nikki Henderson from right here at Freddy's, she'll join us coming up here in a little while as well. We always dedicate this show unashamedly to the man who hung on the cross. And today is, of course, no different. On this 21st day of August 2017, look up. Your help comes from me, the maker of heaven and earth. I will not let your foot slip. I watch over you day and night. I will keep you from harm, both now and forevermore. And that, of course, is a fantastic way to start this show here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 578. Again on this Monday, hit the bell. Let's see, right? There we go. As you can see, we're brought to you by the good folks at Grip Energy Drink. We love being here as a part of Grip Energy Drink, and so here is the ball cap we'll be having on here in just a few minutes. Grip Energy Drink, brought some, of course, for show and tell. Here's the pink grapefruit that sells. Of course, it's going to be in the 90s again today here in the region, so it is going to be a hot, hot day and a great day to cool down with some white grape Grip Energy Drink. Good stuff. Also, we have, we have pineapple, which is another great drink, of course. Pineapple Grip Energy Drink, and, of course, the sugar-free Ultra Orange here at Grip. So all this available at your local Food City, which is right behind us here in North Johnson City, in the state of Franklin, Derek Atkinson store. So again, good drink. And man, I've been chugging them all week long at the almost at the fairground, at the racetrack. All natural ingredients, full of vitamin B and biotin, which is great for your hair and your skin and your nails. Also full of niacin, B1, B12. Also, it's great for glucosamine for your joints. Got some of that involved in it as well. Again, the clean energy drink. They use vegetable juice to do the coloring and the flavoring, so it's an all-natural ingredient product. And again, only 5 calories or only 2 grams per carb. Again, with the drink here, again, the Grip Energy Drink we love talking about here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Of course, it is our proud sponsor, and we're proud to have it as a sponsor, it being Grip Energy Drink. And also, I wanted to tell you one other part about this as well. It is, let's see. I want to tell you one more little piece of trivia. Yep, there it is. It has no Laratine in it. I think I'm saying that right. I got to get that down. Oh, there it is. Yep, because it doesn't give you the jitters. So, some energy drinks, after you drink, you kind of get that jittery thing going on. Not with Grip Energy Drink. So check it out. Lemon lime, pink grapefruit, root beer, pineapple, white grape, and of course the new drinks. I got 2 more getting ready to come out here soon. Is the sugar-free pink grapefruit and the sugar-free Ultra Orange Grip Energy Drink, available at all food cities across the chain. Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 578. So we must, for a second, give due where due is due. That sound right? Give attention where it's due, I guess, is the eclipse. Astronomers consider the full solar eclipse the grandest of cosmic spectacles. The Earth, the Moon, and the Sun line up perfectly every 1 to 3 years, briefly turning day into night for a sliver of the planet. These sites normally are in no man's land, like the vast Pacific or up in the North Pole or South Pole. This will be the first eclipse of the social media era to pass through such a heavily populated area as it is across the United States. The moon hasn't thrown this much shade to the United States since 1918. That was the country's last coast-to-coast total eclipse. In fact, the United States mainland hasn't seen a total solar eclipse since 1979, and even then, only 5 states in the Northwest experienced total darkness before the eclipse veered into Canada. Here's my take on the eclipse. It is what it is. Obviously, it's drawn a lot of attention, as it should. It's a scientific phenomenon. But what it does for me, it brings back around to let me know, once again, you go to the ocean, go to the beach. A lot of folks went to the beach this summer for vacation. High tide, low tide, tide comes in, tide comes out. Moon's in the sky, rotating as it should in its orbits. We rotate as the Earth on the orbit like it's supposed to. The sun does the same, all the planets. Well, who did that? God, he did it in 6 days. So what this does for me is a friendly reminder that once again we have a perfect God to put together a perfect system, and it continues to spin. I mean, you know, I was reading the other day that if the sun ever just wobbled just a bit, or the earth just wobbled just a bit, or the moon just wobbles off of the orbit that God put it in place way back in the beginning of time, then all kinds of reactions would happen. But it doesn't, because it's perfect and he's perfect. And so what this reminds me of, again, it's a friendly reminder for me of the eclipse, because the eclipse is the eclipse. Am I getting all excited and rah-rah about it? Not really. Maybe I should, because I won't see it again in my lifetime. But what again brings home for me even more than just the eclipse that we'll see for 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes, whatever it is simply the fact that God did it. God put everything into place, and it's on his timing and the way he wants it done. And so the eclipse is his way, making, when he created everything, that every now and then the moon's going to come in front of the sun, because that's how he put it into place. That's how he set it up. So for me and my money, God gets the credit and God gets the glory, because it's not about science. This is not about you. It's not about I. It's about how we're seeing again today the phenomenon of God and his glory. I think, me personally, as I just read, last time we had an eclipse like this, only 5 states saw it. So this time around, 2017, for whatever reason, it's coming across so everybody gets to see it, or most people, and therefore everybody can hopefully understand, and as I'm doing, giving God the glory, because he created all this. It's not about us, it's not about you, it's not about me, but it's showing again one more time the unbelievable magnificence of the God that created all this, and of course his son, the Lord Jesus. So that's my take on the eclipse 2017. It's his chance to kind of strut his stuff and remind us again that he's in control, and he's done all this in 6 days. Unbelievable. Take a quick break. We'll be right back. We'll jump into NASCAR. Yep, big weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway. Also got Major League Baseball coming up, college football, a couple of defections from some big-name players and big-name teams are gone from their team for 2017. We'll take a look at that as well. But up next, NASCAR, our first segment here on the Tom Daly Sports Show. We're live at Freddy's in North Johnson City here on this Monday, August the 21st, again, 2017. Show number 578 of the Tom Daly Sports Show, brought to you by Grip Energy Drink.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here are the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance. We follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one-and-done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We're live here again at Freddy's in North Johnson City on this Monday. And again, if you don't have lunch plans, you got to consider coming over and checking things out at Freddy's. Great food. And, of course, the combo. That's what we load up on every time we're here, the original double. Again, for less than $8, you get the double. 2 steak burger patties, 2 with mustard, pickles, and onions, of course. And again, it's available here at Freddy's. Again, the original double. Also, you get your choice of onion rings or fries and, of course, of a drink. So you get it all for one low price. Again, the sandwich, fries, or onion rings. And, again, the soft drink of your choice, because we're handling the Diet Mountain Dew. And it's awesome, and it tastes very good on a hot day, too. They also have chicken tenders. They got the chili bowl. All beef chili with shredded cheese, diced onions, and crackers. They sell a lot of that year-round. Even though it's hot out today, they'll still sell some chili bowls. Also, they have delicious dogs, hot dog, all-beef hot dog, the Chicago dog, Freddy style, all-beef hot dog with mustard, relish, diced onions, sport peppers, celery salt, tomato, and pickle. The chili cheese dog, they've got those. They've got chicken tenders. Well, they even sell a grilled cheese sandwich here, and I've had it, and it is awesome here again at Freddy's. And so, of course, the staple, the kind of what they hang their hat on is that original double, 2 steak burger patties with mustard, pickles, and onions, and again the original double patty melt, 2 steak burger patties with Swiss cheese and grilled onions on rye, or a grilled chicken breast sandwich. All that again available here at Freddy's. And then if you don't want any of that, they got the veggie burger, which is Freddy sauce, cheese, sliced onion, lettuce, and tomato. And so that's right here at Freddy's. And also, don't forget, they cater. You got an event coming up that you'd be interested in wanting something catered. I know they were telling me they've done some things at East Tennessee State recently, and also at Milligan College. So make your event delicious without making a thing. They also do fundraisers here in the store. We'll talk more about that coming up here in just a minute. So let's jump in and talk about, again, the obvious over the weekend. What a crowd, by the way. Let me just go and get it all started by telling you what a privilege it is for me to be a part of the staff 2 times a year at Bristol Motor Speedway. Those guys, beginning with Jerry Caldwell, the Executive Vice President and General Manager, and the ladies and all the staff, starting the marketing department with Logan McCabe, right on down through Drew Bedard and Patrick Savage and all the folks that made this thing go this weekend. Just a phenomenal weekend. Whether you like the guy or not, we'll go out here and get this over with, but whether you like the guy or not, I said it on the PA, and I'm going to say it again. I said it on the PA a lot of times. This guy won the truck race. He won the Xfinity Series race, and he won the Cup race. Yeah, Tom, I've heard all about it. I'm tired of hearing about it. Okay. But I'm just telling you. In fact, they interviewed Matt Kenseth, his teammate, and said, when you look at this and the bells and whistles, the nuts and bolts of a NASCAR race, each race, in this case, truck, Xfinity, and Cup, it's not the same guy. It's a different crew chief giving the commands and directions to the driver and to the crew. So not only are you racing against all these other guys, but you are in a compact 2.5 hour window using a totally different team. So that would be like, in a comparable sense, me being a quarterback of a football team on Wednesday, have a whole different line, a whole different coaching staff. Friday night, I'm the running back or quarterback of a different football team, and I win. And then Saturday night, I have a whole new different team, different offensive line, different everything. So in 3 different nights, 3 different teams, 3 different head coaches, and I still win. May not be a fair comparison, but it's close. And so that's what Kyle Busch has done. It's not just because it's Busch. Anybody, everybody can say, well, you're just, yes, I'm a Kyle Busch fan. I'll be very upfront about that. But if it was happening with Kevin Harvick, whoever else would be doing it, you got to give him props. Because number one, you did it, and number two, you did it at Bristol. I mean, even Darrell Waltrip, I got the story, some of the other drivers have come out, and former drivers. Waltrip says, quote, I've seen them all. You can take my word for it. Kyle Busch is the king of Bristol. To do what he did this weekend is enormous. So he wins 3 races. On top of that, what's even more crazy, he almost sat on the pole for all 3 races, which has never been done at any track anywhere. So this guy not only won 3 races, but he sat on the pole in the truck race, he sat on the pole in the Xfinity race, and almost sat on the pole for the Cup race. Had a poor qualifying, qualified 18th, but still. So I can't really say he almost, because you're 18th in the field. That's not a fair statement. But anyway, Dale Jr. says, very impressive. Kyle can wheel. Kyle Larson says, quote, love him or hate him, I feel he's the most all-around talented driver I will ever witness in my lifetime. Darrell Wallace Jr. said, I said after Wednesday night it would be cool to see Kyle pull off the sweep again. He will always be one of the greats of this sport. A lot of folks don't like him because, and I'm right there with him, he's my driver. But when he loses, you got to win as a champion, you got to lose as a champion. Now, it doesn't mean you have to like losing. I don't like to lose. I hope you don't like to lose, but you can't win everything. And so you got to learn how to lose. That doesn't sound right. Nobody likes to learn how to lose. You have to learn to lose graciously. How about that? I don't like to lose. I don't think I'm ever going to learn to like to lose because I want to win at everything. That's just the way I was raised. You go out. If you go out and play, you play to win, or don't go out and play. So Busch has to learn how to lose graciously when he doesn't win every time. You can't win everything. It's just the way it is. But behind the wheel, when this guy's passing cars at 120 miles per hour in the turns, I mean, you can't 120 miles an hour in the turns. He's splitting cars. I mean, one time he said 2 beside him and 1 in front of him. He went between the 2 and then slingshotted around the 1 in front of him in the turn at 120. And we're talking bumper to bumper on a 24 to 30 degree banking. You can say what you want. Yes, he's my driver, but the guy can flat drive a race car. He wins it. Eric Jones comes in second. Denny Hamlin third. Matt Kenseth fourth. Kurt Busch fifth. Ryan Newman sixth. Trevor Bayne out of Knoxville. Great run for the 6 machine for Roush Racing. He finishes 7th. Kevin Harvick 8th. Kyle Larson 9th. And Ryan Blaney finishes as the number 10 driver. Again, the young man who's with the Wood Brothers machine. Now, they're off this week, the last off week they have of the regular season. So they're all scattered to I'm sure, all over the place on vacation. They kind of disappear and get away from the hubbub, if you will. But here's who's in trouble right now. Chase Elliott, Matt Kenseth, Jamie McMurray, Clint Boyer, Joey Logano, Eric Jones, Daniel Suarez, Trevor Bayne, and Dale Jr. all in trouble right now as far as making the chase. 2 more races, Darlington next Sunday a week. Then they'll wrap things up in Richmond, then the chase begins. So running out of time for sure to get into the big dance. There is racing this weekend, the Xfinity Series races in Plymouth, Wisconsin, on the Road America and the Johnsonville 180. Michael McDowell, the defending champ of that race, the Truck Series, and of course the Cup Series off this week, getting ready to move on to, as we said, Darlington a week from Sunday for the Cup, and of course trucks will be there, and the Xfinity Series race will all be down in there again starting next week. So Pat Patterson gets a week off. Mike Edrick joins us coming up here in a little while to talk about the event from this weekend. He was there. But again, say what you want about Kyle Busch, and there's a lot of folks don't like him. They say he's cocky, he's arrogant. But, here's the thing. We'll get back on the soapbox. When you do what this guy did, and with all the naysayers and all the detractors, and doing it at Bristol, who some say is the toughest track in NASCAR, and I would tend to agree. It's a different animal. Lap by lap, the thing changes. You saw that in all 3 races when I was up there. This thing changes, these races change almost lap by lap. So I know a lot of detractors, but at the end of the day, if you're honest with yourself, you got to respect the way the man drives the car. May not like him, may not like his mannerisms, you know, I mean, there was people going, can you believe he got up on top of the car and took a broom and did the sweeping motion with an actual broom at the start-finish line? Yeah. Why would you not? How's it any different than celebrating a touchdown or a big accomplishment that you've done? I mean, this is huge. And as some of these drivers have said over the weekend, it's tough enough to win one time at Bristol in your career, but to win 3 races same weekend and almost win all 3 poles, it's really unbelievable. And, you know, I was pleased. Yes, I will tell you time and time again, I'm a Kyle Busch fan. I don't like how he acts. I will tell you that too. You got to lose graciously and you got to win graciously. Before we take off here and take to the next segment, get our first guest on. I guess one of my favorite guys in sports, 2 favorite guys, Cincinnati Reds, Tony Perez, first baseman of the Big Red Machine. Everybody in that clubhouse said, looking back, that he was the glue to the team because whether you were 4 for 4 at the plate that day or he went 0 for 4, whether he hit 4 home runs or struck out 4 times, he had the same demeanor, same guy. This is who he is. My other guy that I like, Robert Parrish of the Boston Celtics, playing with the Celtic, the Big 3, McHale, Parrish, and Bird. Robert Parrish, you ever watch him play? Never said a word, just played. Whether he scored 20 points or 2 points, same demeanor, just played the game. That's how I was raised. So don't like Kyle Busch's mannerisms, but you cannot knock what the man did at the track. He's a phenomenal driver, going down as one of the all-time greats. We'll take a quick break, come right back. My man's in the house. We're going to talk Buck sports. It's football time in Tennessee, to quote the John Ward radio announcer, of course, for so many years, the Volunteers. And so we're going to talk blue and gold football. We're going to talk to Michael Smith, the sports information director, also a little basketball. Lots of things going on at ETSU Sports Camp. He joins us next year. We're live at Freddy's, and we'll do that right after you hear this. Show number 578, brought to you by Grip Energy Drink. You're watching, listening to the Tom Davis Sports Show.
This is the place where you can forget all about work for a while and celebrate the good old U.S. of A. And take in the best bumper-banging, fist-waving, hero-making short track race of the year, the Bass Pro Shops NRA Night Race. And kids' tickets are just $10. Be there August 19th, because it ain't just another race. It's Bristol, baby.
Trucks, and more trucks at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. We have a huge selection of over 400 new Silverados to choose from, with over 700 total Chevrolets in stock, with savings that are bigger than our massive selection. Silverado Double and Crew Cab All-Stars, $11,000 off MSRP. Malibu LT, 20% off. 17 Colorado, $19,995. 17 Equinox, $21,445. Don't miss out on one of the best times to buy a new Chevrolet with savings that will leave you asking, how do they do that? At Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now, some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology has just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
We're back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live here at Freddy's, and guess who stopped by and joined us? How about that right there? Michael Smith, the Sports Information Director at East Tennessee State University, and we're glad he's here. And it is Eclipse Day. In fact, you've got some Eclipse activities with your family, do you not?
Yeah, we're going to try to get out, my wife, my daughter, and try to find a nice place to watch. We're really excited about it.
Absolutely. It's coming up, of course, a little bit later on today. And it is the scientific phenomenon, I guess, hasn't happened in this country since 1918. Was the last time the moon was where it was, and the last solar eclipse per se was 1979 is what I was reading this morning. So it's here, and so we're ready to go. But we got to talk about Buck football. The stadium, let's give an update on the stadium and just about practice right now. Am I right in saying we got a scrimmage coming up on Thursday?
Scrimmage coming up on Thursday. Stadium's well underway, obviously, and close to being completed. Just came from a meeting a few minutes ago about kind of the process over the next 2 weeks. So going to start seeing things like a certificate of occupation coming along, and we'll be able to get in there and really start working. And a couple of us on staff just ready to get in there and start putting in the work we got to do to get ready for that September 2nd game. But it's going to be a lot of fun. As far as the team, Coach Torbush and the guys have been through a couple scrimmages now. Things have gone really, really well. And they're excited about getting on the turf, which will happen this week as well. They're going to actually be able to go in and practice there at the stadium.
What's this mean for you? You've been around the program a long time. You saw the conception. The talk's been going on for years about building a stadium on campus, and all of a sudden we get the approval. We get the bulldozers out there and the trucks and the dump trucks, and you see it coming up out of the ground. What's this mean for you personally to watch this stadium evolve?
For me personally, it's really fantastic because, as you said, I've been around for a long time. I grew up here. My dad would take me to games at the Dome when the Dome was first built, and just to watch the whole program over the last several decades just get to the point where it's at now. And really, our goal as a program is to be the preeminent mid-major program in the country, and I think we are there if we're not there already. Because this stadium is just another step, whether it was the city working with us on Freedom Hall and where we play now men's basketball, but then to see this stadium happen and the whole community come together, not just the students, not just fans, but corporations and businesses in town and the donors that have so graciously given of their finances, their resources to make this happen. It's really a community effort, and as someone from this community, that's what makes it special, is to have seen everyone come together for this project, and then everyone's going to get to share in it too. And I've talked to a lot of people, some that are Tennessee fans, have gotten season tickets at Tennessee for years. They bought season tickets for the Bucks this year so that they could be part of this. And I think that's what's truly special, is to see thousands of people coming together for ETSU football.
Let's talk about tickets for just a second here. We're talking to Michael Smith. Again, 6 home games. Limestone gets it all started. A memorable history-making game, the first game in the new stadium coming up here very soon. Limestone, the Citadel Bulldogs come to town. Mercer, Robert Morris, the VMI Cadets, and Mike Ayers brings his Wofford Terriers to town. So 6 home games on the schedule. Are there any season tickets? I know they've been going fast. Is there any tickets left? Are we down to single-game tickets or season tickets? Give us an update.
Well, because the season hasn't started yet, if there's a seat empty that's empty for all 6 games, you can buy a season ticket for that seat. And so you can still buy season tickets right now. Single-game tickets are available as well. For the first game, we're down to just a couple hundred. I've actually got a press release going to go out later today on etsubucks.com that'll kind of explain that. It'll be shared with the media, so people will be able to see that, hey, there are still tickets available, but don't wait any longer, because if you do, you could get left out on an actual seat. There are plans if we get to that point where we'll do some standing room only, and that'll be berm seating where people can sit on the grass berm on the north end of the stadium. But if you want a seat, if you want to legitimately be there and make sure you're going to be there, you need to call today. You need to visit etsubucks.com and click on the ticket link, or call us at 423-439-3878 to get your tickets.
We're talking again to Michael Smith. You see on the screen the sports information director. People that have seen this team practice, or the scrimmage says they're bigger, they're faster. Looks like they've been in the weight room, so they're seeing improvement. Because for folks out of the area may not know, we brought back football to East Tennessee State. It had been dormant for a number of years, so we've had to start from the ground floor and start back up. And folks are telling me that have seen them play, it's a different football team from last year. As I said, bigger, faster, and stronger, which is what you want.
Yeah, they are bigger, faster, stronger. I think Coach Torbush and his staff, our strength and conditioning guys that have been working with this team for the last 9 months, they've done a great job. And there's just a difference. We've certainly passed the eyeball test. We look like a very athletic team out there. And I think as people have watched our teams the last 3 years, the first year, the inaugural season back, then the first year back in the Southern Conference, I think they saw an improvement from one year to the next. They'll see the same type of step this year as well.
We're on to Michael Smith, obviously the sports information director at East Tennessee State. You see on the screen. Again, coming up, we're going to go to Northern Virginia live in a few minutes, talk to Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR fans reporter, do a wrap-up, of course, of the big weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway. And again, heck of a night, big crowd, treated to some great racing. We'll talk more about that coming up in a moment. Last week, when we were up at the track, press release came out talking about the men's basketball team as far as attendance. And, man, a big shot in the arm. You guys took Freedom Hall, which I thought was a fantastic move. Made it into a very tough place to come in and play if you're an opposing team. It's very much a home court advantage at Freedom Hall, and it shows because the attendance is up, and you've been recognized nationally for the attendance.
Yeah, last year our team, NCAA tracks how much you improve from one year to the next in attendance, and not just that we have a great fan base in general, but the improvement in attendance from one year to the next was 15th best in the country, which says something about people buying into Freedom Hall, buying into this program, buying into what Coach Forbes is doing. And I think we've always had a great fan base, but now you're starting to get those ancillary fans, the ones that are you're selling them on the program, and that's what you got to do to get to a level where you've got 5,000-6,000 people in the stadium or in Freedom Hall every game. And we do that. I mean, last year we led the Southern Conference in attendance. We had 3 sellouts. The game against Tennessee, the game against Chattanooga, the game against Furman. I think there's clearly an excitement about the men's basketball program here at ETSU, and Coach Forbes deserves a lot of credit for that. And it's been fun. It's been fun to be a part of the ride.
When you walk in on game night, lights, noise, music. I mean, as an opposing team, you walk in, it's got to be intimidating because you see the crowd, they're going nuts and everything. It's like a big, almost like a carnival atmosphere. And oh, by the way, we play some pretty good basketball too, so I would think it's very intimidating for an opposing team.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the video board that we added last year, it's just that. I mean, even when Tennessee was here, Coach Barnes, they were very complimentary of what had happened in Freedom Hall. That it really was a good atmosphere, especially for college basketball, and we want to continue to make it that way because, as I mentioned earlier, I think we are either at it or we are, in our opinion, the preeminent and major program in the country. And whether you look at Freedom Hall or you look at this new stadium for football that's opening up, it's the 2 best facilities in the Southern Conference at this point. And that's, again, it's a credit to everyone that's involved with ETSU, and especially Freedom Hall. It's the city of Johnson City for doing what they did to make that building fantastic.
Some schools or colleges, University of Higher Education, sometimes the administration's not always on the same page as the athletic department, but at East Tennessee State, Dr. Nolan is a big-time supporter, obviously of academics, but also of athletics as well.
He really is, and it's funny when this has been 4 or 5 years ago now, but when Dr. Nolan started, we had a lot of conversations, all of us at different times, one-on-one, sometimes in groups. But one time he asked me directly. He said, what do we need? What needs to happen? And I said to him, having a president that is going to prioritize athletics, that will love it, will show leadership and direction, provide us kind of a roadmap, and then let us go to work. And he's done that. He has been engaged from the very beginning to now in a very special way. And I think, like you said, you see it. Some people may not know what they see what's going on at the university. They may not know what all that takes, but really, like you said, there's a synergy there between the administration overall, the athletic department overall, and then the president. It's been really fun to watch.
And not every school has that in this country, so it's nice to see that the bridging, if you will, the meshing of the two departments, athletics and academics. So since we had you on last time, we have a new baseball coach at East Tennessee State. Tell me about that.
Yeah, Joe Panucci. He's hit the ground running, doing a lot of work for us, and really we're excited about what he'll be able to accomplish for us. He's had a great background, done a lot of really good things, and I think and Tony Skull, we wish him the best. Hate to lose him to another conference team, but he did a great job here, and he'll do a good job at the Citadel. But for Joe, I think he realizes what we have and the potential we have as a program. And I think he's going to do a good job for us.
We're talking again to Michael Smith, again the Sports Information Director at East Tennessee State University. We're live here again at Freddy's in North Johnson City. Football, very busy, but there's other fall sports going on right now too. Tell me about that.
Well, as usual, along with football, you've got men's and women's soccer and volleyball all starting. Cross country's running. We even have a little bit of triathlon going on. They're getting ready to start that. Women's triathlon, we're one of the only programs in the country to have that sport. So we're really excited. Soccer opened up. Women's soccer opened up this weekend. They won a match 8-0 on Friday night over South Carolina State. So happy about that. Lost a tough one, 1-0 last night to Tennessee Tech. But I think Coach Sayers doing a great job with that program. They won a regular season title a year ago. I think they were voted to win the league again this year. Men's soccer is the same way. Voted very highly in the preseason polls. And volleyball picked to win their league again. So last year we had a great year all around. I mean, we won the men's sports championship trophy for the conference. Women finished third. Doing a lot of really good things. And we would encourage fans, hey, come out, watch the soccer programs, watch volleyball. It's a lot of exciting times, and those athletes work really hard to do what they do.
Back to football in closing here is coming up between now and the kickoff. Is there a chance for the public to see the team scrimmage or practice? What's the update on that?
We're kind of keeping that a little bit quiet. We're wanting September 2nd to be that night of kind of seeing it for the first time, and we've done tours throughout the summer where we bring people in, let them look around, especially if they're purchasing tickets to be able to see what might be available. But right now we're kind of leaving that up in the air a little. We're just seeing how things develop, but. Definitely look forward to seeing everybody. I know one thing, the gates are going to be open on September 2nd. It's going to be a fun time.
Scrimmaging on Thursday, correct?
Yeah, we are scrimmaging again this Thursday.
There you go. ETSUBucks.com, or if you want tickets, it's 423-439-3878 is the number to call. Do you have your Eclipse glasses?
Oh,
yeah.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah. I don't want to hurt. These eyes are already. Hey, I'm getting older, Tom. So the eyesight's going anyway. I don't need to help it.
Hey, man. Hit the bell. Amen, brother. I'm right there with you. I understand totally. Up there at the scoreboard of the PA, I kept looking out of Colossus going, man, that thing's a little tougher to see. So I understand perfectly. Great report. Come back anytime. Thank you. You're always a great ambassador for ETSU, and we appreciate you. ETSUBucks.com, that's where folks go to find out everything they need to know about Buck sports, right?
That's absolutely right. Thanks for having me, Tom. I always appreciate it. Go Bucks.
Go Bucks. You got it. My man Michael Smith. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back, and we'll go to Northern Virginia. We'll talk NASCAR next with Mike Hedrick here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear, such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447. If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad-spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, you see on the phone, let's go right there. He's there, our buddy Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR fans reporter, with us in Northern Virginia. And good morning, sir. How are you?
Well, I'm exhausted like you and everybody else who were there at the race because, oh my goodness, it was the greatest thing. It was my 12th race there at Bristol Motor Speedway, and it was the very best time I've ever had. I want to thank you to Bristol Motor Speedway for taking care of my mom and her best friend. Thank you to Anthony Golden and Ben Trout and Drew Bedard, as always. But, hey, it really started off on the early part of the week. I'd start off by meeting a guy named Danny Kohler, who was the very first Winston Cup spotter. Now, he also started the NASCAR Spotters Association, which he actually made me an honorary member of, which was really known. But he's best known for being Dale Sr.'s spotter for the last 6 years, and he was also the last person to speak with Dale alive. So it was an honor to meet him. Hey, and then I met up with you early Friday morning for that Bristol Live thing, and that video of us in the gift shop right there is hilarious. I think we're the next Abbott and Costello. We might even need to take this thing on the road right there. But race day was awesome. I was down in the pit road party zone. I got to check out that new Apex. We did some interviews. I got to interview a driver of the number 34 front row. That was Landon Castle. And I also got to talk with my good friend and Fox Sports commentator, Jeff Hammond, which is always good to catch up with him. And he said some really nice things about me. But the one that really felt the best was, and I'll quote, he said, "Mike has always been very loyal to the sport," unquote. And, you know, that coming from him really meant everything. Also got to talk with world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Michael Buffer. He's the let's get ready to rumble guy. But another cool part is I went down, I was blessed to get to meet team owner, Mr. Rick Ware from Rick Ware Racing. That's the number 51 with B.J. McLeod. Now, they're usually finishing the 30s and that kind of stuff, but they're a very small team in NASCAR if you compare them financially. But when it comes down to putting your whole heart and even your own wallet into a team, teams like Rick Ware Racing, I mean, they're really the heart of the sport. So I shot an interview with them, and I'm going to upload it to the Tom Taylor Sports Facebook page here in a little bit. So if you get to check that out, it was great talking with them. So thank you, Rick Ware and Bubba Berger, for that. When the race got going, I watched it from the old smoky moonshine roof, and guess with who? Cody Jinks, who had just played the pre-race concert. So it was great. But I had to get home and get my chores done because, you know, that's always first, and it was going to be dusty, and I knew I was going to have to sweep. So I brought Kyle Busch's sweeping from right there from Bristol, where he had swept the trucks, like you said, and the Xfinity and the Cup. But I mean, it was really electric. The whole race was electric. It was the patriotism, and the track was filled to the brim. I tried to call it last week, but I thought that Eric Jones would win this week. He did start on the pole. He led 258 laps, but at lap 55 he lost it and wound up coming in second. But really strong for him to be able to hold up against Hamlin and Kenseth and Busch and all those guys. So it was a great race. Like I said, it was probably one of the top 10 things this weekend I've ever done in my life. Bravo, Bristol, you exceeded even my expectations.
You got it. Again, we're talking to Mike Hedrick, again, the NASCAR Fans Reporter. We're going to be joined by Nikki Henderson coming up here in about 4 or 5 minutes from right here at Freddy's in North Johnson City. And so let's talk about it. Whether you like the guy or not, I've said it all weekend long. I said it on the PA. I've said it here this morning. It's plain and simple. Whether you like the guy or not, some do, some don't. Kyle Busch can drive a car. He was passing cars. You saw it in the turns, 115, 120 mile an hour, splitting cars. At one point, as I said earlier, had two cars on either side of him, a car in front of him. He went through the two, then slingshotted around the other one in the front stretch and kept on going. You know, Darrell Waltrip was one up there 7 times in a row, 12 all told, said, I've never seen anybody do that. So say what you want, Mike Hedrick. And the guy almost won all 3 poles, too. I mean, what he did was unbelievable this weekend.
Well, what he did was he was teaching school, and if you weren't taking notes right there, you missed a good opportunity to see how a champion seizes the opportunity. He felt good at Bristol. He feels great running around that track. Like you said, you're running with 3 different teams. I mean, what he did was nothing less than absolutely fantastic. It was great for him. It's great for the sport when somebody is just can just be that dominant in certain places. And at this time of the season, it's really important to him to be coming on strong. We got that playoff system coming right around the corner, and it's getting exciting. It's ratcheting up. The stages have even made every race better, including there at Bristol Motor Speedway. So, yeah, this season it's ramping up, and that was fantastic. Great for him, great for their whole team.
Talking to Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR Fans Reporter. So who's in trouble? They got a week off. Some of the drivers, including Kyle Busch and probably Eric Jones, going to enjoy this time off. And go, man, great race and get ready for the final 2. Again, Darlington and Richmond. But some of the teams are sweating bullets and wish they get right back out there today and race. Who's in trouble right now in the Cup Series?
I think you're sweating the bullets if you're up there but you don't have a win, and you're hoping that somebody who already has a win will get another one, because then you might point your way in. It's on fire. I really felt for the Eric Jones, because they say you have to lose one to really win one, and you know what? He was on the pole. He had almost won that thing. And so for him, that was a great learning experience for him. But all those guys that are right there on the bubble, I mean, Newman, Logano, those guys got to be sweating. I mean, Logano's got the one win, but it's encumbered, which means, it doesn't really count to get him in the playoffs. I think if you're already below that line, Suarez, Stenhouse, you've got to get a win. I think Eric Jones has to get a win, because if not, any new winner is going to bump him out. So even if he got really, they're all should be scared, really.
We're talking to Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR Fans Reporter, live with us in Northern Virginia. We're live here at Freddy's again in North Johnson City. Tomorrow we'll be at Mike's Meadows Mart. Wednesday, a delayed show. We've got a prior commitment we've got to go to, but we're going to do a show late in the afternoon from Chick-fil-A and the Crossings in North Johnson City. Thursday, Champion Chevrolet, and Friday we'll be at Food City in Bluntville on the Food City Friday. And we're, again, talking to Mike. So, if you're one of these teams, in particular Joey Logano or Dale Jr., who did not have a good weekend at all, despite all the celebration and the thank yous, and I thought it was a great touch for the track to do what they did for Dale Jr., but on the track, Xfinity Series, nope, and the Cup Series, not very good either. So he is struggling by his own admission. So he's got to have a win at this point to get into the chase. I think it's gotten down to mathematically, forget the points, he's got to win to make it happen, right?
And I think that's really what it comes down for just about everybody. I mean, like I said, you've got to, and I think what Bristol did there at for Dale with that Dale Moments Museum they had down there, and then the car that all the fans there in the fan zone could go down and sign this very special white Bristol, Dale Moments Museum car, and that car with all the signatures from all the Bristol fans is going to be taken to Dale's own yard, into that NASCAR car graveyard or whatever. So Dale will be able to if you signed it, well, like I did and signed it for a couple of my buddies, hey, Dale's going to be checking you out and reading your thanks and all that. And they just went over the top. And like you said, by them doing the donation, Dale, you couldn't really give him anything that he doesn't already have. And so it's something to do in his honor. Bravo to Bristol. Bravo to Bristol as always.
Bravo to Bristol's right. Nikki Henderson's going to join us coming up here just a second from Freddy's. Come on in here, Miss Nikki, and talk. Then we got Jeremy Livesey going to join us from Movement Mortgage and his trusty sidekick. So in closing here, we have a week off. As we said, some teams are going to kind of reevaluate. Some teams are going to take a big, deep breath and kind of get ready for the last two and, then, of course, the chase. So right now, the obvious, Kyle Busch. But besides Busch, who do you feel like is the hottest couple of drivers right now in the Cup Series?
Well, it's still got to be your Martin Truex. I mean, he's got all those points. The Toyotas are on fire. The Toyotas on fire, and with him up there. But you know what? Those young guys, you're Kyle Larson and Eric Jones the young guys that I think that are on fire. But I mean, they're all up there. Chase could do better. He doesn't have a win. Blaney's up there. He does got one win, but he hasn't been, that super great. So, yeah, right now I think your front runner's still got to be your Martin Truex Jr. He's the guy to beat. And sleeper in number 11, Jimmy Johnson with 3 wins. You can't count that guy out for nothing. That beard shows wisdom is what I'm thinking.
You got that right, and you show wisdom as well. And, again, can't thank you enough. We kind of had to do a little ad-lib, and as you said, I never thought of it that way. Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy are the two of the Three Stooges maybe, but we did it, got it done, walked around the gift shop last week for the Breakfast at Bristol show. So thank you again for you and Michelle and all that you do, and thank you for the contributing like you do on this show. And again, we'll talk to you next week. Get ready for Darlington.
Hey, that's going to be great. I got to go outside and get ready for this eclipse so I can just thank the good Lord for just showing everybody his great power. Hey, everybody have a blessed day, and God bless you real good.
Good. Thank you, my friend. Mike Hedrick again on the phone, an NASCAR fans reporter out of Northern Virginia. See, that's what I'm learning out of this, too. What I'm watching today is, we're watching God put this moon coming through, spin on these axes, and the sun and the earth, and so it's a chance for him to kind of showcase who he is and what he is. Oh, she's got it on. She's ready. So she said, don't be waiting on me, cowboy. I'm ready to roll over here now. And there it is, and there she is, and she's our buddy. Look at her, Nikki Henderson, who is in management here at Freddy's. And good morning, young lady.
All right.
You're on. I'm on, and we got a eclipse though. Got to get a little lunch crowd in here already, but folks coming in here. A lot of schools going to be out or are getting out early, so I would assume we're going to see some folks come through and grab some lunch before the eclipse.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. Are you an eclipse kind of girl?
No.
No.
I'm just working, like you said, wanting to see God in action.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's pretty cool because normally the last eclipse was up, only 5 states could see it. This time everybody gets to see it. Everybody gets to see what he, as I said earlier, what he does, because you go to the beach, high tide, low tide. It comes in, comes out. Everybody just assumes it's always going to be there. Sun's always going to be where it's at. I read the other day, if it just wobbles just a little bit, the sun or the moon or the earth, then all kinds of crazy things can happen. So to me, it showcases the magnitude of God who did the moon and the earth and the sun and the stars in 6 days.
Awesome.
That's how I look at it. It ain't about scientists and astronomers, it's about God.
Oh, yes.
Who is the Daddy, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So we got a big anniversary party coming up here at Freddy's. Tell me what's going on this weekend.
The 25th and 26th. We've been here for a little bit over a year. So we'll have some games and contests. We're actually having a kind of like a dance, not party, but we have Kevin, everybody would know him as Casper. He does hip-hop dance, so he's going to come and do like a little class for an hour on Friday from 4 to 5. Then we'll have the Unicoi Bluegrass Band that's going to come and perform for us on Saturday from 11 to 1. So
saw them in here a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
I was in there having dinner, and those guys and ladies are good. So there's a little dance thing going on. Tell me about that. I'll make them over and do a little
a little hip hop, a little freestyle hip hop. Come on.
Can you hip hop in boots?
Yeah, I guess. You got on your boots today?
No, I got my boots on. I always wear my boots.
Okay.
So I'm a boot scooting boogie kind of guy. So this is the hip hop in boots.
Yes.
And this guy's coming up Friday. He's going to be here at what time?
From 4 to 5.
Yeah, from 4 to 5. Do a little dancing and showing how to do things. So here it is. Here's the Summer Sizzler, by the way. Let's put this up here. The Sizzling Summer Anniversary Bash. Family fun all day. Games and prizes. A photo booth. A bounce house. Face painting and more. dollar custard. Get my finger out of the way. Let's do it this way. Dollar custard, cake, cones, or dishes. Special performance by Kevin Casper Glasper and the the UCS Freestylers, and also the Unicoi County High School Bluegrass Band from 11 to 1 coming up on Saturday. Casper's going to be in on Friday night, so it's a 2-day party.
Yes, 2-day party.
And so $1 custard, cake, cones, and dishes. Tell me about that.
So everybody who wants to come and get a cone or a dish, it's only going to cost them $1. So you can try our delicious custard for $1.
Hope you got a lot of custard lined up.
Yeah, we'll have some.
It's supposed to be hot and muggy this weekend. You're going to sell a lot of custard. Yeah. Let's talk about the shakes. Again, I got the shake in the other day. I got a cherry shake. And tell me about the shakes you can get at Freddy's.
We have over 30 flavors. So you can get any kind of shake you want. It'll be a chocolate or vanilla base. And then we have all kind of different toppings you can get added into it.
Yep. You have, let's see. I can see it from up there. I better go back here to where I can read it. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, Reese's Pieces, Oreo, banana, coconut, chocolate chip, cookie dough, coffee syrup, mint syrup, peanut butter, marshmallow, hot caramel, hot fudge. All that's available, right?
Strawberries, bananas, pineapples.
What's your favorite?
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Yeah.
I knew that because she mentioned it because I left it out. And she said, don't forget strawberry. And so, good stuff. I knew where I was going with that. I left out her favorite. So, let's talk about catering. You guys also cater. As you're doing that, we put this up here. Tell us about the catering opportunities.
Any business or family functions, anything we do, burgers, chicken, we do the custard bar. So anything you need, we can fix it to fit whatever need you have.
Make your event delicious without making a thing. With our sack lunches and catering options, you can create the perfect menu for working lunches, family events, and other big eating occasions like a football tailgating game.
Yes.
Getting ready to watch the Bucks play, as we talked a few minutes ago, and we want to grab something on the way going over there. You can get it to go, or you can cater a big gang over there too, right?
Yes, and if we do bring it to you, we'll stay and serve it. You don't have to do anything except sit there and enjoy.
Really?
Yep.
So if you cater an event, you're going to stay right there and serve it for us.
We sure will.
I love it. Something else I think is really cool, we try and push this every time I'm here, are the fundraisers. It's very easy for an organization, and it happens all the time, to come in here and make money here at Freddy's for their particular group. Tell me how that works.
You just come in and see what day works for you and us as well. You'll get 15% of the proceeds anytime anybody mentions your fundraiser.
Yeah. And I was in here last week, said, it was the Unicoi County Bluegrass Band. Came in here, had dinner, and lo and behold, they said, they gave me a little dooflachi and took it up there, a voucher or whatever you want to call it. So they got the credit. So they and any organization can make some serious money, can't they?
Yes, the only thing you have to be is tax exempt.
Yeah. Yep. Can't beat it. Now, before I let you go, tell me about the Funnel Cake Sundae. They have a different special every month, and we're winding down August, but tell me about the Funnel Cake Sundae.
It is amazing. I didn't know if I was going to like it or not because I love funnel cake. So I was like, please let this taste like a funnel cake. And it is amazing. I don't get the custard on top. I just get it on the side, but it comes with powdered sugar, and you can get whatever topping you'd like on it.
Awesome stuff.
So you better get it because it's going to be gone soon. So, yeah.
It's one of those specials. You come out with a new special every month. So
every couple of months, not every month.
Yeah. So Funnel Cake Sundae is for a limited time. And then last but not least, let's talk about the menu board. My stop when I get in here every time is the original double, but tell us about some of the different options you can get when you come in here.
We have chicken strips. We have chicken breast, kids menu. We have, you can get lettuce wraps, which is a big popular thing right now. If you don't like to eat bread or if you don't want to eat bread, you can get it in a lettuce wrap. We have salads, chips, chili, french fries. Anything you like, we probably can get it taken care of for you.
And the hours are open?
Hours we're open. We are open at 10:30 every day. We close at 10 o'clock on the weekdays and 11 on weekends.
Yep. Stay open at 10 o'clock every night, and then after a football game, when I come over here, it stays open till 11 o'clock. I know I came in here one night, a couple of weeks ago, there was a football scrimmage somewhere, and they had a bunch of football players in here, and I can't remember who it was. Now, they all came in with studs of jerseys on without their pads. I stopped here and got a load of food to head on out. So, yeah, it's a cool place to come in here after a football game.
And any coaches, if you want to bring your team in, we feed the coaches for free and bus drivers as well.
There you go.
Yep.
Can't beat it. You want to come back in a little while?
Sure, why not?
This is the lady known as FloJo. Her real name is Nikki, as you see on the screen, but we call her FloJo because back in the day, and I'd still say she could do it, but back in the day, she could flat scorch the track, ran track and field. What was the event you were in?
What wasn't I in? Coach Cusiola, she put me in everything except for hurdles. So I did the mile relay, the mile, the 200, 800 relay, just depends on the day.
Wow.
Yep.
Turn her loose and go.
I guess.
Let that pony run.
Yeah, I guess.
He ran. Like a scalded dog. What did Daddy used to say? Run like a dog with his tail on fire. Took off. She could go. Man, oh man, she could do it. She does it over here too. Does a great job. Her and Randall and the folks here at Freddy's. And this particular location has done very well in the first year, hasn't it?
Yes, we have. Done
very
awesome,
well.
yes.
Like very, very well, yes. It's one of the top of the chain. I'll go ahead and tell you that. And so, and I love it. And they have great food, and they have great people here. Get some taters.
All
Come back in a little while and do it again?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll check in with my man who moves a lot of homes right over here. Movement Mortgage, Jeremy Livesey. He and his trusty sidekick. Look at her over there. Last time I saw her, let's see. She brought her dog to work because something was broke, and she had a pan of water and had a doggie with her. Oh, her AC was down, but she got it fixed, right? I don't know why I thought of that. Useless information. She's looking at me like, why did you bring that up? Because I'm crazy. We'll take a break. We'll be right back, and we'll check in with Jeremy Livesey from Movement Mortgage here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE Master Technicians here with the ratio. It goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop, so it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitat, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
And we're back live at Freddy's in North Johnson. Look at that handsome rascal on the screen right there. Look there. I want you to look. Mrs. Livesey says, that's my man. So there you go. Hello, Bubba. How you doing?
She's at work.
That's all right. But she still says, that's my man. So,
yeah.
Jeremy Livesey with Movement Mortgage with us. Again, we're live here at Freddy's. Coming up, we're going to talk baseball, run down the full scoreboard, and get you ready for a big week as we're getting ever so close to the playoffs in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
College football right around the corner. Got some stories, a couple of defections over the weekend, couple of teams, college football we're talking about, let their players go. Things are ramping up for the Ezekiel Elliott appeal, which will be a week from tomorrow, the National Football League.
Oh, I can't wait.
We had more people sit down and did not participate in the national anthem over the weekend. May I say, all the NASCAR drivers stood and had their hands over their heart. There was no sit-downs at NASCAR this weekend. They all stood up at the national anthem. I wanted you to know that. So in this sport, they understand the importance of being an American. So they all stood at the national anthem, and God bless USA. So I just wanted you to know there was no NASCAR drivers sitting during the national anthem. So Jeremy is in the house with Movement Mortgage. You and Brittany, and man, I've been reading you on Facebook. Off and running. You guys have been in the new company for what? A couple of weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yep.
And closings. Tell me about it.
We had 4 last week, so it's taken off to a good little start for us.
Yeah. He and Miss Brittany Kasem, who's right here off camera, said, "You want to be on camera?" She said, "No." I said, "Okay, I got you." So, but she is going to be on camera when we get over there to the new digs.
Absolutely.
She will be on.
Yes.
Mandatory. She has to come on.
That is part of her job description.
She's done it before. She said, "Today's not today," and I said, "I got you, no problem." So, but anyway, tell us about Movement Mortgage. Movement key because you move them quick and get them qualified, and tell me how it works.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the same setup we've had before. Is the only difference is they actually will upfront underwrite. So if you've got somebody who makes an offer, or even if they don't even have a house yet, we can actually fully underwrite their file and make sure they're credit approved before they even write a contract. So it goes through underwriting before it actually should, basically. From our competitors, you're looking at 2.5, 3 weeks sometimes before it actually makes it to underwriting. And with the way we're set up now, underwriting before it even you get a contract, or if you're under contract, once, like I said, we had, I think we posted on Facebook the other day, we took a loan app, got their docs, sent it down to underwriting. I think at 11:30 we sent it down. We already had our approval at 3:30. So they're churning them out quick. So they have a 6-hour underwrite time.
So you'll know
that
not
day.
2-3 weeks. You'll know that day.
Either that day or the next morning.
Yeah. So if I call you up today and say, "Hey, we just want to pass XYZ home. We're looking at downsizing or upsizing, whatever. Can you help me? Start me from the process right there." What do you and Brittany do?
Basically, what we do is just a pre-qualification over the phone. So we'll pull credit, get your income information. We have an automated underwriting system, so we run it all through that, and find out what your, threshold for what your payment is, what you want it to be. Unlike some other lenders, we're not going to try to get you approved for as much as we can. We make sure that you're happy with your payment, and then we kind of work backwards. So a lot of people can get approved for a lot more than they think. It's just they don't want that house payment. And so if you got somebody that wants a $1,000 a month house payment or less, we know exactly what we're working with. And on our end, I can pre-qualify them about 20 minutes, and that way they can find out what they want. The way that our pre-approval process works is if they don't have an address yet, they send us their docs, we underwrite it. The pre-approval actually comes from the underwriter, not from me. Wow. So it's been signed off and everything else. So we don't have to put your trust into a loan officer that may or may not know what they're doing. We've got it straight from the horse's mouth.
Way back today when I bought mine, I think it was like 4 or 5 days. I think they had to wait and wait to see if you want to get approved. You're talking the same day.
Yeah.
Or if it's late in the day, the next morning.
Yeah.
Wow. And so that just streamlines everything. So if I call up today and say, "I want to put me through the process, get me rolling," you can get me in a home and how quick? If
honestly,
all the stars are lined up right and everything is
2 weeks.
There you go.
The ones that we closed on Friday, we had 3 closings Friday. 2 of those loan apps were taken 2 Fridays ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a whole different world.
Yep, we're talking to Jeremy Livesey, so phone number is the same, correct?
Yeah, she's my cell phone, 423-335-5005. It's easy to remember.
Oh, he's a piece of work, I'm telling you. Love to hang around this guy because he's a bundle of energy, and he gets it done, obviously. And so he and Brittany have moved into a brand new company. This is not just, this is just not you and her. You're a part of a bigger team, correct?
Yes, there is. We have processing in Virginia Beach. We have different tiers of teamwork. Basically, you got underwriters that do certain types of files. If it's a condo, there's a whole different condo team. They do their verifications of employment through a different thing. There's a person for everything.
So whatever you decide to go after, whether it's a farm or a condo or, I don't know, a mini farm, what's the other ones? What's the other types of different teams you have? You have a condo team?
Yeah, we have the bond. The department basically is your first-time home buyer, your THDAs. And now we're licensed in Virginia and Kentucky, North Carolina, West Virginia. We're going all the way up.
So if they're moving from here down or they're moving from here up to whatever
we
state,
can take care of it.
You can help them either end.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's incredible. Movement Mortgage.
Yeah.
And so what about VHA and FHA loans?
We do that, yes. And then we also have a rehab specialist, too. So if you got somebody wanting to buy a house that needs some TLC, yeah, some tender loving care on that one. So if you got if you got that, we have a specialist in our Knoxville office who handles only renovations. So we send them over to him. He's the expert.
Wow.
He takes care of it.
So obviously these two get it done, and so we've been in business 2 weeks, and first week had 4 closings.
Yeah.
In the first week.
Yeah.
Starting from scratch.
Yeah.
The word's getting out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we're doing good.
Speaking of,
I got to start advertising here soon.
Yeah. Speaking of, I got to get him to come. I got to get him to cut a new commercial. You think Brittany would cut a commercial too if I get her to?
I think she would be more than happy to do that.
I think she'd do a commercial.
Oh,
this is Brittany Kasem, and she'd take off and run with it. Be great.
Yeah.
I think she should do that.
And actually, with Movement for the realtors, we actually have a video production team that will come do videos for them to promote their business.
Really?
Yeah.
So XYZ Realtor that's working with you, Movement Mortgage will come help them promote their product.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
So you have hooked on with a Hot Rod Company, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
They're based out of where?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
And the CEO used to play for the Panthers.
Oh really?
Yeah, Casey Crawford. He was a linebacker, I think. No, a tight end for the Panthers, and played a little bit for the. He actually won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Casey Crawford, who is the CEO of Movement Mortgage. So neat stuff. Again, your phone number. Tell folks again what it is.
423-335-5005.
5005. Jeremy lives there. All right, let's talk a little sports. You didn't make it up this weekend. You watched the race. What was your take? Brittany obviously is not, based on the commercial. During the commercial time, she kind of wrinkled her nose and said, Kyle Busch. So you like Busch, you don't like Busch?
I respect Busch.
There you go.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. Well, and you have to.
Yeah.
Whether you like the guy or not. And I don't, I'm
he's a good driver.
He's my driver, but I don't like how he actually loses. You kind of lose graciously, if that's the right way to say it.
I agree.
Lose a little class.
I enjoy, I'm a Dale Jr. fan, I guess, like everybody else should be. I do like Truex. He's good. I don't care much for Kyle Busch, but he's a good driver.
Yeah.
Can't say much about it.
College football, what do you think about the Vols this year?
They should be good, but we've been saying that for the last 14 years.
There you go. They should be
I will
good.
believe it when I see it.
There you go.
I am a very realistic Vol fan.
All right, I'm going to do this real quick. I don't know if we've done this. No, I haven't done this to you, but here we go. I'm going to get his take. You think Brittany want to weigh on this too, or just you? Just for kicks, we're going to do this.
Okay.
Georgia Tech, win or loss?
That will be a win.
Indiana State.
It better be a win.
Indiana State.
Oh yeah.
Better be a win. Checkbook game. Write them a check, send them home.
Just send them. Yeah.
Florida at Florida.
Depends on if Florida's players are back. We'll say a win there. I'll give it a win.
All right. UMass.
We can win that one.
All right. Georgia.
That's a loss.
All right. Open date.
We
South
can
Carolina.
beat that one. South Carolina at home. That's a win.
Okay.
At Alabama. That's a loss.
All right. Kentucky and Lexington.
They always play us good, though.
It's a trap game.
Yeah. I'd say the win.
Take a win. All right. Southern Miss and Knoxville.
We can win that one.
All right.
Missouri, we got to.
Missouri. All right. LSU and Knoxville.
LSU will beat us.
You lose. That's a loss.
Oh, that's a loss.
All right. And then Vanderbilt.
We can beat Vanderbilt. We better beat Vanderbilt.
You're 10-3. That work?
I can take 10-3.
You live with that?
Butch Jones might get fired for it, but
well,
is he on the hot seat? I guess I don't know.
I had lunch with Horace yesterday. My buddy Horace, who came out and said Tennessee 6-6. I said,
no.
If he's 6-6, you better back up a U-Haul, or 7-5, or even 8-4. I'm not sure they're going to be too.
I think if the second number reaches 6 anytime during the year, he'll be gone. He may not make it to the bowl game.
Oh, he's my man. All right, and then NBA. What's going on in the NBA right now? Anything? An off season? Where's Kyrie going to end up?
I would love to see him go to Boston.
No, San Antonio.
No,
we want him to be a Spur.
No, he's not going to go to the West unless he goes like Phoenix or something like that.
All right.
But no, if Boston can throw him Isaiah Thomas and about 3 first or second round picks, they'd be dumb not to do that.
Yeah. Is there problems in Cleveland?
Yes.
Yes. That was a setup question, wasn't it? Yes, there's problems in Cleveland.
And I saw where Indiana's blamed Magic Johnson for tampering now or something. Yeah. He's already gone. It's kind of late in the game there.
As the NBA, it's a little late to be pulling fingers. He's gone. As the NBA turns. So, college football. Who's your pro football team?
Miami Dolphins, but hey, we got Jay Cutler.
Yeah. And, you know, for all the hoopla of my boys, we're 0-2 in NFL preseason. Do I put much stock in that or not?
I don't know.
The fact that you're winless in the NFL
I put more stock in your quarterback hugging that dude on the sideline during the national anthem than I do the actual play on the field.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek Carr's.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, and so is Kalawi Mack. So, Marshawn Lynch, not so much. I can't cheer for Lynch. I can't cheer for anybody who won't stand up for the flag.
But, your Raiders are going to be good. The Rams actually look like a real football team the other day. Jared Goff threw it and somebody caught it.
Yeah.
And so that was good.
Somebody threw it.
Somebody caught his pass.
Yeah.
The Chargers look horrible, and so I think your boys are going to be all right.
There you go. And just for the record, one more time, at Bristol the other night, every driver stood for the national anthem. I want you to know that. In NASCAR, we stand for the American flag.
They don't have seats.
Well, they can sit on the
hood, I guess. Yeah,
they can sit on the hood. They can sit somewhere.
Oh,
they all stood with their hands over their heart during the national anthem.
Absolutely.
335-5005, my man Jeremy Livesey, Movement Mortgage, and he's moving the product. Got folks coming in today, right?
We do. We have some people from Virginia coming to do a veterans loan, so we'll try to help them out.
So you can do it here, and if they're going there, are you in all 50 states?
We're in 42 states.
42 states.
Yep.
So if you're moving from here to there, or moving from those 42 states into here, you can help them on both ends.
Yep.
Wow.
If I can't do it, then we've got people there that we can refer them to.
And how many different realtors do you typically work with? I mean, all kinds of...
Right now, I think the last check we had about 55 or 60 or something like that we get. I don't know. A bunch.
A ton of them.
Yeah.
A slew of them, as they say. All right. Very good. Miss Casey will be on the next time.
Yes.
We have her on. We'll have her on. In fact, we'll make her...
We need to give her more than a 5-minute notice. Yeah, she's got her movement mortgage.
At least come over and stand in front of the camera and show them your T-shirt.
Yeah.
At least you can do that. Movement Mortgage, right there. See there? Movement Mortgage. It's moving. There you go.
Yeah, they got their own clothing line. It's pretty cool.
These people are hilarious. All right, we'll take a break. Talk to you soon.
Yeah.
I got you to come over and cut a commercial. I got to go over and record a commercial. And I want Miss Kasem to record one too for Movement Mortgage.
Okay.
All right. He says, just come on over, Tom. Gotcha. 335-5005. Call the man again. They can get it turned same day, or if it's late in the afternoon, you'll know the next day.
And they can go to our website, jeremylivesey.com, and do the online application.
Do it that way too.
Yeah, that
way.
way.
Talk to him.
Yeah, just do it online.
2 o'clock in the morning. You want to do it? jeremylivesey.com.
Yep.
There you go. Quick break. I'll be right back. We'll go from Jeremy. We're going to check in with Kim Williams from the Appalachian Fair, the Fairest of the Fair.
Oh, boy.
We'll get her put on for the 14 young ladies are going to try and win the Fairest of the Fair tonight, starting off the Appalachian Fair this week. And then Coach Robinson is going to join us from Milligan College. All this next here on show number 578 of the Tom Dover Sports Show.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447. If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to